If I had to start from scratch and build a $100,000 a year cybersecurity career in 2026, I wouldn't do what most people are currently doing. The industry is changing way too fast. Companies are hiring differently. The skill sets that they care about are shifting every day. And the people who follow the old playbook are getting stuck and they can't find jobs when there's 5 million open jobs. But the good news is here. If you understand where cybersecurity is heading and you focus on the right skills and the right strategy, getting to 6 figures is easy, even if you don't have a technical background. I'm Sid, a senior GRC analyst who's built a multi-6-figure remote career. I've been seeing exactly what works, what doesn't, and what companies are actually going for in 2026. So in this video, I'm going to show you the blueprint I'd follow, and I have followed, and dozens of others have followed. These are the exact skills I'd learn if I wanted to get a job in cybersecurity. And these are the exact steps I'd take in order to make sure I land that high 6-figure remote job. Let's get into it. The first thing I would do is target the right role. So in 2026, January 1st, first thing I'm going after is a GRC role, but specifically in security compliance or risk and controls. Not SOC, not pen testing, definitely not help desk. And here's why. GRC aligns perfectly with where the industry is going. And it's been going this way for some time. Companies need help staying compliant. With new policies and frameworks and regulations coming out, companies need GRC analysts more than ever. AI is taking over technical and repetitive tasks, but not governance and documentation. Executives care more about risk, readiness, and third-party security. Guess why? AI. So GRC is still the fastest, cleanest path to a 6-figure cyber career. Especially for beginners, you don't need to know how to code. You don't need that deep technical knowledge. You just need to understand the rules, the risks, and the workflows. And that's exactly what companies are willing to pay 6 figures for. So let's go over the skills that you should learn first. Number 1, main frameworks. As I mentioned in my previous videos, NIST. Understand this framework so you can understand how other frameworks are implemented. 2, risk management basics. Not advanced quant models, you don't need to be an actuary here. Just identify a risk, rate it, and what controls are necessary in order to mitigate this risk. Simple. Documentation with clarity. Guys, documentation will get you 6 figures in this space. I guarantee it. This includes writing control descriptions, policy summaries, risk statements, audit notes, and evidence logs, right? You gotta know how to do these audits. If you can write clearly, you become more valuable instantly. And lastly, you wanna learn the way a security program workflow actually works. So there's policy, controls, evidence, audits, remediation. How does this all come together? What is this life cycle? Once you understand this stage, you're better than 80% of people that are already in the field making 6 figures. Trust me, it's crazy. All right, now, how would you learn these skills quickly without wasting time? Well, here's the steps that I would follow. Again, like I said, cybersecurity has its own language. GRC has its own language, so let's learn the language. What are roles? What are controls? What are audits? What's evidence? What are exceptions? What are vendors? The basic GRC vocabulary. Make sure you guys understand this first, and you'll be ahead of most people that have been working in this space a year already. Step 2, learn frameworks, in particular NIST. If you can implement this, you can implement anything. Step 3, practice micro scenarios. Do simple exercises like identifying 5 risks for a small business. Write a basic gap analysis. Describe a control and how you test it. These 3 actions alone will get you a job. Step 4, please ignore the noise. You do not need to learn coding. You don't need to know cloud architecture. You don't need technical training. And you do not need to get a certification right away. Hiring managers want clarity and competence, not certificates. So get rid of this 90% of learning that other people are doing and wasting their time. Get yourself to 6 figs ASAP. Follow these 4 steps. Now, how do you position yourself for remote roles? I think people are very concerned right now that there's not that many remote jobs right now. It's funny because if I call 10 friends right now that I've helped get into this space, there's gonna be 30 remote jobs between the 10 of us. So there's jobs out there that are remote, and I can show you exactly how to do it. So again, keep following this channel, learning, and you'll learn how to get remote jobs. There's a million remote positions out there in this space. Why are you waiting to get them? So the interview approach you should use to get yourself one of these roles, you want to be prepared on 5 to 7 of these scenarios. 1, how to do a basic risk assessment. How do you collect evidence for a SOC 2 audit? Which SOC 2 audit? How do you validate a control? How do you respond to a failed control? How do you review a vendor? How do you write a policy summary? And how do you handle an audit request? So these are real things that real companies need, and there's real jobs that are remote for these things. Learn 5 to 7 of these scenarios. If you can learn 5 to 7 of these and explain it properly using the methods I just mentioned, I guarantee you a 6-figure salary. These are the biggest mistakes you want to avoid in 2026 as you start your cyber or GRC career. I've seen plenty of things within cyber and GRC. I've experienced immense success over the last 5 years. I'll be honest with you, I've never thought this amount of success was possible. But let's go over a few things I would suggest you do not do. Number 1, chasing outdated certifications. You don't need it for an entry-level position. Trying to learn coding or hacking. Spending months studying cloud or other technical tracks. Applying to SOC or help desk roles. Following YouTube advice from people stuck in 2015. Overcomplicating GRC with technical jargon. Studying frameworks without learning how they're used in companies. These are the things that every manager wants to avoid. They want to know you know how to do the exact things that GRC, governance, risk, and compliance are responsible for. If you can get what we talked about throughout this entire call down, if you memorize those 5 to 7 scenarios, you're good, you're gold. Now, what would I do differently? Well, I follow these exact steps and I am where I am today. Dozen other people follow these steps and they are where they are. My partner that you're speaking to as well, he followed these steps and he is where he is. These steps will get you there. If you listen to it, you will be successful. So that's exactly what I do if I had to start over. But fortunately for me, we have the blueprint. So are you ready to follow it? If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe. The entire channel is built to help you break into cyber. If you want to land a high-paying remote job and stack it and use systems, use automation to work less than 40 hours a week, it's gonna help you grow your income faster than any traditional career path out there. So follow and subscribe. Thank you.